And I first started hiking when I was 10 years old, when my mum took us up Hallenfell in the lakes. And I've been hiking ever since. So that's now 51 years, or could we come up to 52, because I am 62 this August. And there's one thing you may not know, I think I've only ever mentioned it once. That's when I did my Skidoo video. And that was, I used to be in the Royal Marines a long time ago. So we did plenty of mountain training and survival training, map reading and all that sort of stuff, which I think has also put me in good stead for all the experience that I have nowadays. That being said, what were the 5 tips that I told people when we're talking about hiking at work? And at number 5, wear decent boots or hiking shoes when you're out, because your feet will thank you for them. And don't wear flip-flops. And the reason I'm saying that, I think it was about a year and a half ago, I think it was. I was going up a high spy. There's a man and a woman coming down. And believe it or not, she was wearing hiking shoes, but he was wearing flip-flops. And he could hardly walk because he hadn't stubbed his toe on a rock. Beggars belief, but these are some of the things that we see when we're out hiking. And tip number 4, pace yourself. It's not a sprint, it's more like a marathon, so you just take your time and don't wear yourself out, because the last thing you want really is to get so far around and then you're absolutely shattered and you can't go any further, because that will not be good at all. And tip number 3 is to take plenty of fluids and have plenty of rests. From the fluid side, this is really important, I do believe, because you don't want to become dehydrated, because if that happens then you're in a whole load of trouble and you may need rescuing. And take rests, plenty of rests, just again, don't tire yourself out. But if we come back to the fluids, I have electrolytes which I carry because I do a cramp in my right hand, especially during the summer months. So I use electrolytes. At number 2, this one always raises a debate. Do you use map and a compass, or do you use electronic aids nowadays? For me, I do still use map and compass, but I am trying to move across to using my watch more and downloading the maps onto that. Simply because I was on a hike, almost tripped, let's do that again. Simply because a couple of months ago when I was on a hike, I actually lost my compass. Luckily, I still had my map, and I could use my map to navigate my way back to where I wanted to be. But if I didn't have that, then I would have been well and truly stuck, because the cloud kept rolling in. But what my family was saying was, if I'd used my watch, then I could have just navigated off my watch. So both have the pros and the cons at the end of the day. So I would say now, take both, but know how to use them. Could possibly save your life and get you out of some serious trouble, because Mountain Rescue Service in 2 years ago, I think it was, I think they're seeing over half their call-outs with people getting lost. So if that's not a good enough reason to carry both, then I don't know what is. And at number 1, I do believe the most important tip I gave them when I was talking was always tell somebody where you're going. If possible, give them your route and let them know when to expect you back. Because if anything happens to you and you haven't told anybody where you're going, you know, what's your chance of being rescued? Unless somebody comes across you. But if people know where you are, then you've got more chance of being rescued if something happens. And that was the 5 tips that I gave them. Obviously, they're my 5 tips. You may have other tips, so please leave them in the comments if you do. And let's try and keep each other safe when we're out on the fells. If you've ever watched my videos, then you will know I am a big advocate of safety, and I'm also a big advocate of people getting out and enjoying the countryside. It doesn't matter whether you go up in the mountains or you go along the coast or you take a countryside walk somewhere. I do believe getting out is really good for everybody who does it, you know, not just for your physical health, but I also think for your mental health. And I have mentioned it quite a few times on a lot of my videos. I do think people should get out, no matter your age, no matter your fitness. You know, get yourself out, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the countryside, and stay safe.